Hey guys, welcome back. So before I start the video, I wanted to mention that the remixes from the remix competition we ran on the channel are currently out now on Bandcamp. I know it took a while for us to get them out, but they are out today. You can find them in the link down below for the Bandcamp page and for the SoundCloud page. If you want to support the channel and the artists who made the tracks, then please do so down below. And let's get into the video. So today's video is going to be on how to create a hypnotic techno / prog house lead. I was listening to a lot of the stuff on Tofistock, which I think is how you pronounce it, a record label which I'll also link down below, and was inspired to make this style lead. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First off, here's the MIDI I'm using for this sound, which as you can see is being played by none other than Ableton's Wavetable. So let's first start by turning on our sub oscillator, bring up the tone to 30% and the volume up to -1 dB. Now oscillator 1, let's grab the stepped vowel wave from the Formant subheading and set its wave position to 56%. As you can hear, we picked this wave because as well as having lots of harmonic content, it also has a vocal quality to it. Now for the filter, let's bring it down to 1.5 kHz with a resonance of 90% and the mode set to SMP. Now for the amp, short and plucky is what we're after, so we'll bring the sustain down to 0 and the decay back to 250 milliseconds. You'll then want to tweak the shape to match mine, which as you can hear is making the sound even pluckier. Finally, bring the attack up a fraction to 2 milliseconds. Now for envelope 2, which you're going to use to modulate the filter frequency. Again, let's bring the sustain down to 0 with the decay back to 150. Now for LFO1, let's create a 1/8 random square wave with a retrig disabled, and for LFO2, a sine wave with a retrig disabled at a rate of 8. Finally, let's set the synth to mono and apply some positional spread unison. Lovely stuff. Let's open the matrix and first apply 30% of envelope 2 to the filter frequency, also applying -10% of LFO2 for a slow sweep up and down the sound. Next, we'll do the same with the wave position of oscillator 2, applying 30% of our slow sweeping LFO2. Lastly, let's add some fast random modulation to the wave's warp with 5% of LFO1. Now for the effects, which really bring this patch to life. First, the classic hot tubes for some added saturation. Then, a delay, which is going to give the sound a hypnotic double up effect. Let's bring the dry wet down to 25%. If you want, you could also modulate the filter to add some more additional movement. Here, I'm going to disable it. Finally, a convolution reverb. I'm going to pick a larger style reverb here and bring the dry wet down to 20%, filtering out the low end. And that's it. Now to add it to a track. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed and learnt something from that, and maybe you can take some of the techniques away from this video or the whole synth itself and use them in your own tracks. As I was saying at the start of the video, the remixes are out now, so please go give them a listen on SoundCloud and support the artist and the channel itself through the Bandcamp link. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one.